All right, guys, welcome back to All Things Entertainment, Part 3. We're going to be asking the lovely Montsho Eshe another question for you guys. And Justin is going to ask this question.
Mr. Justin.
Let's get it.
So, has there been any big changes in the dance industry recently?
I think so. I think it's so. I grew up in an era where you had to dress out for dance. So, like, if you took ballet class, you had to be in leotards and tights, hair in the bun, no jewelry, dare not chew gum or candy in class. None of that. You know, even you couldn't wear bright fingernail polish, any of that. You know, and then it was very strict. You know what I mean? But now I see people dressing any kind of way in technical class.
Oh, in the technical classes too.
Street clothes.
Wow.
Even in like ballet?
Yeah.
And stuff?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's very different, like, hip hop, of course, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
kinda
like
expected.
modern dance and all that type of stuff, I believe, I teach my students to dress out.
I see.
To respect the art.
There you go. Yeah.
And respect the art and the craft.
Yeah.
And, hip hop, you can wear street clothes.
Sure.
You can wear, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I teach hip hop too.
Sure. We know you
And
kill it.
so,
Yeah.
hippity hop.
Hell yeah, I've
And
seen
so-
you. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you. And so, that's when we do the sneakers and the whole nine, because I do that too.
Yeah.
But like even in African dance class, no shoes, just
Okay.
certain things
Yeah.
you wear in certain classes,
Yeah.
And I think that it's just, unfortunately, I think it's a lot about tricks now.
Okay.
And like a lot of the choreography sometimes, like when you see people blow up and,
Yeah.
they're great dancers,
Sure.
great choreography, and it's totally not me hating or saying
Yeah, it's
anything
keeping it real.
negative.
Yeah, keep it real.
I'm just saying that it's about tricks and flash now.
Right.
More so
right.
about back in the day when I came up, it was about technique and just really like people really learning the craft and
Yeah.
respecting who came before your teachers.
Right.
After class, you go up to your teacher, thank you so much.
Right.
I teach my daughter that.
Yeah.
I was like, you dare not leave a class without
Right.
thanking your instructor.
Right.
Things like that.
It was like elegance.
Right.
Back then.
You just don't see that now. And I'm not saying that it's totally like you don't see it, but you don't see it as much.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I was like I see a lot of people come with full makeup in class because they know a
Okay.
lot of the filming is going on. So it's like it's not about like it used to be. And again, this is all my experience when you teach. Like whatever the style of the teacher was, like
Yeah.
if they did Fosse or whatever they did, you really tried to emulate that style.
Okay.
Exactly. If they put their finger like this, you put your finger like that.
I see.
Everything
Yeah.
they did. Now it's about, you can teach choreography, but you put your own style on it. You
Okay.
understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's a little different because that's, you were going into that class to learn that style.
Sure.
And it was clean,
Yeah.
meaning you could see every movement, every line.
Yeah.
It's just different now,
Yeah.
and but I think that's just the world now. It's just,
Sure.
and also too, it used to be a camaraderie for me and all my dancer friends. Like, if we did a gig together,
Yeah.
I wouldn't try to outdance you. I would try to match you.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Kind of working together. Then.
Right.
Okay.
So I see a lot of that. It's a lot of,
Yeah.
like competitiveness
Yeah.
that's may not be so healthy.
Gotcha. Yeah. Oh yeah. Keep it real. Yeah. Yeah.
And it's okay to be competitive. You
Sure.
know,
Right.
a little competition, that's okay because it makes, hey, you make me work harder. And that's healthy competition
Sure.
is always good,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But when it's like, I'm going to cut your throat
Right,
to
right.
get a job or
Yeah.
it's like that.
I
And
see.
I've observed from afar, and I think that a lot of times too, a lot of the younger dancers that are coming, they don't really respect some of the people that paved the way for them.
Sure.
And that's
sure.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
So, and again, I'm not saying everybody.
Right,
I'm
right,
just
right.
saying in
Just in
some
general.
scenarios, just me kind of standing back and watching and, spectating some
Yeah.
things,
Yeah. What do you think? I mean, because I dance. I'm not a dancer.
Come on.
But but I mean, we work with a lot of dancers who are
Yes.
quote unquote professional, and we see a lot of different personalities
Mm-hmm.
and things of that nature, temperaments.
Yeah.
And I don't know. What do you think needs to be done to get people to respect the craft of dancing more so than the sex appeal or, you know, the techniques. Because every time now, most of the time when I see a female dancer, she doesn't seem to go really further in her career unless she has a strong sex appeal or she knows how to, you know, to portray her feminism. Well, I don't know the word I'm looking for, but her female power and body. You know what I'm saying? And I think that that's different than what I perceived dance to be back in the 80s and 70s and
Yeah,
on
it's
back
different.
then.
Again, I think it's just the state of the world.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because it's a lot of beautiful women out here, right?
Sure.
But I mean, in all my years, and you know, I'm 43, but I have
Looking
never
great.
seen.
Yeah.
Thank you. No, but I have never seen so many like just incredibly shaped women. I mean, just
Sure.
everywhere.
Yeah.
So whether it be, you know, them natural or cosmetic surgery or whatever,
Yeah.
I think because it's kind of like the thing now.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you gotta have
Like
this.
that's what recruiters are
Yeah,
looking for.
Yeah.
the body, the you know, you can
Yeah.
see it on Instagram.
Sure.
I mean, I'm sure on your timeline, you probably see in your timeline. It's
Right.
like so many beautiful women with
Sure.
incredible figures,
Right.
and that's a beautiful thing.
Sure.
You know, but it's like that's the standard. You know, so it's like if you're too thick or possibly too skinny,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't a lot of times get hired, you know what I mean, for
Yeah.
jobs. And if it's like an artist that you work for
Yeah.
or something, they say, hey, I want thick girls or I want
Yeah.
skinny girls.
Sure.
That's
That makes
different if
sense,
they
yeah.
have a preference because, of course, you have to match the artist. If the artist is very slim, you know, they probably
Sure.
want people who are slim
Right,
to
right.
match them. If the artist is thicker, they may want
Sure,
somebody thicker.
sure,
I
yeah.
get that,
Yeah.
you know. But I think it's sad when you are overlooked just because of your weight.
I see.
You know what I mean? Or, I mean, I just think it's sad.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Do you feel like it's just particular dance styles or techniques that require a particular shape size, or is it just
Well,
kind of...
definitely. Well, in ballet, you can't be. I mean,
Right.
because of certain styles of dance, it makes sense because
Sure.
you have to jump a lot and you
Sure.
have to be. Excuse me. You have to be light on your feet.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like I get that.
Yeah.
But like in African dance, it doesn't matter what size you are.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
And so you know, I think it's really the preference of the
Sure.
person who's
Yeah.
hiring you and what they're looking for and what they want. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But I'm telling you, I like I said before,
Yeah.
I've been like we were talking off camera,
Yeah.
and I literally got turned down for a few jobs just
Yeah.
because I'm thick.
Yeah.
I'm thicker, but I could do the moves and I could do all of that.
Yeah.
But it was because we want somebody who's 119 pounds or 120 pounds
Right.
or that type of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right, guys. Well, I think we got that answered pretty well. There's probably even a lot more questions I probably want to ask her regarding that subject, but I appreciate her taking the time to do that. And we'll talk to you guys again for part 4 of All Things Entertainment.